we have to make sure that the criteria is that they speak fluid English, and it doesn't. I know that everyone sometimes gets frustrated when you get that call and it's someone from a different country, and it's like, I don't know, understand what you're saying. And so those are, and that's on any type of, a lot of people outsource. So making sure that they can be able to deliver that. But one of the things of where we're at in our current position is our EVAs do not handle everything. They will handle all of the contracts, the anything that's not necessarily really engaging with the customer verbally over the phone until we can trust them. So that is always handed back to Vin. So there is still a lot of in hands-on. I know there was something earlier today when you asked Kelly, what happens if the SOP or if they're out for a month or two. Vin does go back into that seat. So as much as we don't want to, we all this is our business, and nobody's ever going to treat your business as much as and give that same deliverance as you would.
Well said.
So we're not to that point just yet where we have a CEO, COO, and it climbs the ladder. We're nowhere near there, and we've been operating this for about 2 years. Um, can they do a lot of the administrative stuff? 100%. But when it comes to the customer touch or escalation, that still goes back into Vin or myself. And in regards, as you mentioned, communication, I think the biggest thing for us is having to just have a pulse on everything, and giving that clear direction. We have not just yet found someone that is going to be an initiated person just yet, and if we did, sometimes they think that they're the business owner. So we got to reel that back in. So we've had a different types, and it's going to take some time for us to build that team, and it's ever growing. As I mentioned before, longevity is very different. I mean, your big companies that have had these operations, we don't ever know what that turnover rate looks like, right? It's frustrating for me because I'm the trainer, so I feel like I'm just training and training and having to still, and so now that's why we're getting that a little bit more automated when it comes to the same stuff. Like, what is our purpose? Where are we located? This is our demographics. This is our inventory. This is how we do things. And then when that personal touch, those are things and conversations that have been, we have conversations and overcoming objections and act like the guest. How would so we do role playing with our VAs as well, because there's always new things no matter what. There's always new things that come up when a guest is staying with us long term, midterm, and things happen, and we're just learning
Yep.
how to adapt to that, keeping an FAQ of knowing, okay, this is what happens to this property or during these times and seasons. This is kind of more of the complaints. It's a lot of data that we have to keep continuing to keep so we can overcome that in the future if it happens.